Ahoy hoy! Hey Danny.
Hey Wilbur, review Thunderclash.
Okay. We won't do Huffer. We'll do Thunderclash. Right, hold on. Right, now we're going to be doing the proper review. Let's get into Thunderclash. This has been one of those G2 toys everybody wants. Everybody wants it, but trying to get it on eBay complete is a complete nightmare. You have more luck finding the Holy Grail. Let's be honest. But in my hands, I have got a complete, well, semi-complete Thunderclash. The reason it's semi-complete is the gun's third party. I refuse to pay for the gun, which is equivalent to good decals I can get off Toy Hacks. But overall, I'm happy with this. So let's go over a few things with Thunderclash, because it is a G2 toy. Like I said, everybody wants, but why is that? So if we go back to the past, Thunderclash came out in 1992, and for some reason was only kept to European and Japanese release. What you found with these is like Skyquake and the Motivators and Thunderclash came out in Japan the tail end in 1992, and then came out for European releases with obviously changes to the box to the Generation 2 style. But they never really hit America. And for some reason I don't understand why, but I know this is why this is sought after. Again, getting Thunderclash can be a nightmare, because then you're looking at a bot that you need to look pristine. The good thing is, my decals look fine. The trailer is the only thing where I wish the decals were okay, but if Toy Hacks were to, I don't know, release the decals for it so we can fix it, it might help everybody out. I'm looking at you, Toy Hacks. But having a look at the bot, it is clear there's a few issues I'm going to have to go over. And it's that gold plastic syndrome. Once again, it is reared its ugly head, and I'm a bit weary of transforming them. So really, this video will probably be the last time I transform them, and then he'll go on the shelves for display purposes. The gold plastic is something I'm terrified with. It's just recently stopped, let's be honest, but we know gold plastic syndrome. If you don't know what I'm talking about, gold plastic syndrome is basically the cheapest plastic you can break, and for some reason the gold one, always done it. So let's get a size comparison, and there's only one G2 bot I can bring in that can overshadow him. If you look at the size comparison to the Generation 2 Optimus Prime, which basically is the RID Scourge, which was released for it, if you've got that, that gives you a rough idea of the size comparison here. The Generation 2 Prime does really overshadow this thing, and on top of that, like, Prime can move so much better for the grips, whereas Thunderclash, but then when I get to Robot Module C, it has been played with, but it's kind of been taken care of. It's a strange thing considering it's eBay, but here's where things might sound a bit weird. I still prefer this guy. I still prefer G2 Optimus Prime. I get why people love this, but I prefer this. I think it's just because I'm a black and red guy. I am not the United Colours of Benetton sweatshop type of guy that this... I don't like the colours. But that's not to say I don't like it in the sense of it's a bad Transformer. I think it's a great Transformer, and I understand people's passion behind Thunderclash. So let's take a look at the cabs. The cab looks fine. Now, if there was no decals, I could easily clean up basically the white patches. The reason I've not done it is purely because there's no decals to replace it with. If I usually clean a Generation 1 bot or the Generation 2 and I go to re-decal them up, as you've seen, I go through like a full cleaning process of the toy. I want it to try and make it look as close to what it did when it came out in 1986 or in the 90s, especially in 2021. You want it to look as good as when you remember it as a kid. So I've not done anything to this just now, because there's just no decals I can get complete that look brilliant, and I'd rather wait for Toy Hacks to see if they're going to do it. But cab looks fine. The issue is at the hip. Now, here's the hip where the cab comes up and down, and that's a bit wonky. That's just wear and tear. But if you compare it to the size of Prime, there is a massive difference. Very massive difference. But it still looks good. I like it. And this is the thing. I remember Generation 2 for those like windows. I remember everybody having these Generation 2 bots, and they all had like the different colour of windows. I remember these, and it just blew my mind. This was a new style of Transformers, considering I didn't really understand why it was going that way. I was 6 at the time. So now it's different. Understand why. It was to get more money. But it's cool to look at in 2021. And again, it looks fine. It really does genuinely look fine. Trailers do their own thing. Like Generation 2 Optimus Prime, it's a battle station. Thunderclash is no different. So let's get them transformed and we'll look at the battle station with Optimus Prime standing next to him. The Thunderclash transform, this is the battle station. Similar to what G2 Optimus Prime could do, you get this big battle station in the trailer. The issue is there's so much gold plastic here that this is the reason why this will be the last time it will be transformed. I'm very wary of what can happen with it, and I don't want to break it, especially when it looks in great condition like this. The battle station is pretty cool. You have got belt-fed bullets that can go in here, and you pull back this little section at the back and it can fire out. The only reason I'm not doing it, if I was to shoot one off in here, I am not finding it. Totally not finding it. I have too many Transformers kicking about, and I'm still trying to tidy this place up now college is finished. But overall, it looks great. You've got the big cannon right at the front, and then you can see where the battle platform is, where Thunderclash can stand. And it's just a case of opening up the sides and they become the stands. So, if I take Thunderclash away and I bring it round the side, he fits just on it. And he'll stand like that. You can put his hands on like those little grips so he doesn't fall over, but I'm not going to do that. But that gives you a rough idea of what the battle station looks like. But again, the gold plastic is the big concern for me. I just feel, especially this being a hinge at the bottom, that is the one I'm mostly concerned with. That has got breakage written all over it. It really does. The cannon could be the next one as well. But bringing Thunderclash back down, this gives you a rough idea of what the character looks like. Again, only the arms really move because of the transformation process. But the hips in this one, you can see they're quite loose. So again, it's really going to be taking care of him. The gun is third party. I managed to get that off eBay. So it lets you look at what it could have been. I'd love to have the official gun from him, but again, the prices were just silly. Absolutely silly. If you're going to bring in a bot to compare, let's bring back in G2 Optimus Prime. And there's your height comparison. He's average height. He's average height for a Generation 2 bot. Prime and Megatron really were the two I think got focused on at the time. But with Generation 2 there was a lot of exclusives in Europe that never really came out in America. This was one, and it is sought after. That it's unbelievable the prices that people are willing to put up in eBay for one that is in really bad condition. The condition I got this in is fantastic. This was actually a birthday present from my mum. A little surprise one. So now that I'm able to share it with you, I'm so happy I could bring it to the channel. I like bringing obscure ones rather than bringing the constant what's came out. And I think you're going to see a little change with certain things like that going forward. I want to try and focus on things that you haven't seen before compared to what's just came out in my honest review on it. But this, guys, I think we all know what I'm going to say. It is one of those ones, if you can get it it's worth in your collection if you're Generation 1 or 2 enthusiast. I know Danny is desperate for it. I am not selling it, Danny. Nope, I love you too much, but I am not selling it. But she knows that if I find one for her, then the link's getting sent to her. She will get one day. We all know Danny Dolphin will get one. If you're wanting more information on the character, the TF Wiki is okay for it, but there is discrepancies with certain pages for different bots. That's not to say there's discrepancies on Thunderclashes. I'm just taking the basic knowledge from it. I knew this was an exclusive. Time was that was the only thing I didn't know. I can't remember when it came out, but 1992 in Japan. So, guys, it's worth it if you can find one. If you can get one close to mint, be warned, you're going to be paying a pretty penny. I got quite lucky. That's all I'll say. I will not say how much I got this for, because I did ask how much this was. Let's just put it this way, the person didn't know what they had. The gun cost me £10. So there you go. But until next time, Transformer fans, I will be back. Now college is starting to finish up. All my stuff's getting handed in. I think I need to go through some of the studio series because I've got them all waiting. I also have some Japanese bots to go through and some third party and knockoff to show you. But guys, I'm so happy I was able to bring Thunderclash to the channel, bring back a proper bot, not these kid-on ones like Huffer that will never be shown. That is a proper bot, but that's just better. Until next time, Transformer fans, I'll see yous after. Thank you for everyone to tune in today's video. If you want to make Baby Grimlock happy, why not hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. All new videos are always coming right here in Optimus Wilbur Reviews. If you'd like to follow me in any of my social media links, all the descriptions are in the description box below. And of course, as always, I cannot stress this enough, I wish to thank Cybertronic Spree for allowing me to use their song Cybertronic Warrior as the theme of this channel. Guys, this is an incredible band that does incredible covers and recently just done an amazing album of the Transformers 1986 movie soundtrack. Please follow them and all their social media links. I have every description in the description box below. Please check them out, and as always, Transformer fans, till all are one.